Welcome. My name is Jacob Mohammed. Today we want to focus on taxation. Remember, taxation is a mandatory unit undertaken by all the accounting and finance students across all the public universities. And also, even if you are not doing accounting, you must know that at least some knowledge on taxation, because you normally pay every month. You normally pay tax, so you must know your liability and how are you taxed. So today we want to look at taxation of individual. So normally, for us to get the format, we normally have the basic salary. Basic salary. I see here. There. Then we say we add let's have the other employment incomes. We have other employment income. You may have the car benefit. You may have the medical benefit. You may have housing benefits. We also have electricity, water, then mobile, telephone. Let's have telephone. Then we normally less the contributions. We say deductions. We have contribution to pension. Among others. Lastly, if you get this amount here and you deduct, you get your taxable income. But what you have to know now, under this, the car benefit, the housing benefit, you normally have some set of rules. That's what I want to look today. How do we determine the car benefit? How do you get the housing benefit, the electricity, the water? So, car benefit. Under car benefit, you normally tax higher of the two. The 24% of the cost, and we compare it against the CC rating of the car. Now we say tax higher of the two. Tax higher of the two. We normally compare 24% of cost. You compare it with CC ratings. So between these two, 24% of the cost and CC rating, we tax the highest. That's number one. Number two, telephone. Under telephone, we tax 30% of the amount. So you tax 30% of the amount. Number three, we have furniture. Under furniture, we take 12% of the amount. If you are giving furniture, you take 12% of the amount, then you tax that. Telephone, you take 30%. Let's have number four, electricity. Number four, electricity. Under electricity, you compare two things. We take the amount, then we compare it against the tax limit ratings. These are normally provided on in the questions. They are normally given the ratings. The same with water. Under water, we compare two things. We take the amount and compare it against the ratings. Ratings, the same with the electricity. Number 6, housing benefit. You might find a place, maybe the farm has given the manager 1 month to go and work in another place. That means the manager is going to stay there for 1 month. He has to sleep. It means when the farm want to tax him, they go and look in that area. They go and ask people the amount they pay. That amount we call it market value. Then we compare the 15% of the employment income. We compare against the market value. Then we less the nominal rent. So we compare 3 things. The first one is 15% of employment income. We compare it against the market value. Then we less nominal rent. Nominal rent is the amount the manager or the employee has contributed towards his rent. So I want to look the last one, which is a contribution How do we tax contribution to pension scheme? We compare 3 things. We take 30% of total employment income after housing benefit. Remember, the housing benefit, the employment income was before housing. But this one is after housing benefit. We compare it against tax limit of 240. You compare it against tax limit of 200,000, then the amount contributed. So you see, contribution to pension scheme. When you're contributing to pension scheme, they look for 3 things. 30% of total employment income after housing benefit. We compare with the tax limit of 240, then the amount contributed. Then you tax the lower. Remember, when taxing, when getting the benefit, they normally go for the highest. We take the highest. But if it's the government contributing, they take the lowest. So we tax low of the 2. Remember, we are still remaining with some other we have insurance, some other rules that we have not covered today. This was just a brief introduction of employment taxation. Next time, we are going to see how to tax with illustration. Remember, the tax of a wife and a husband, for tax purpose, the wife and the husband are deemed to be one in terms of taxation. But remember that there are some instances where the tax of a wife and husband must be separated. Like the case where the wife has a rent, she has own house, so she normally gets rent. That amount must be taxed separately because that is her personal gain. And there are also some other incomes which must be taxed. There are almost 4 which must be taxed separately. We will see that in the next illustration. We're going to see how to tax individual. We are starting with the basic salary. We are going to the employment income, the car benefit, the housing benefit, the electricity, the water, mobile, telephone. Then we less the contributions. We get our taxable income. We're also going to see how to prepare tax liability. We are going to see how to prepare tax liability and more to come. Thank you, and kindly subscribe to the channel for more free videos. Welcome.